can't you have a little common sense? Why does the chicken water flow right to your head? Why don't you listen when they tell you to do right? Why do you wake up in a cold sweat every night? Why is it your apartment always looks like shit? With broken glass and lots of trash, but you don't take care of none of it. Why do you think it always ends up like this? Like life's a joke, you're just taking a piss. Or you think there's someone else that you can blame, and every time it ends up playing out the same. Why don't you have a little common sense? Why don't you have a little common sense? Why don't you have a little common sense?
That's the family we're never made.
Why do the drugs always go right up to my head? Why can't I remember the fucked up things I did? Why do I always end up pissing in my bed? Why don't I remember the smart things that I read? When I was young they told me to stay out my head. Make the wrong choices, yeah, and you'll end up dead. Why can't I have a little common sense? Why don't I realize that I might end up dead? Why can't I have a little common sense? Why can't I have a little common sense? Why don't you 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 have a little common sense? Why don't I have a little common sense? Why don't I have a little common sense? Why don't I have a little common sense?
This is the day's review. Wait. Stop. Okay. Back off my property. Back off. You can't. You're invading my property. Go back. Sitting on my wall. It's a long story. Today we're going to talk about this. An accident happens very easy. You can't even see and end up in a wheelchair. Like this. For the rest of your life.